But if it is really the ulterior motive that we are after, then it is not really following our joy. That is sort of like working at a job that you hate to get something that you want. Although it can work to some extent, in the end, those 8 hours of unhappiness are going to be very hard to compensate for. Remember that if you are working at something that does not bring you joy, you will spend twice as much money trying to buy some happiness, and in so doing you will need to work even more at what you don't like. A step at a time. Following our joy is not one large step, like quitting our job and spending our day sitting under a tree. That is not following our joy, that is escaping. There is a big difference between following the things that truly excite us, and doing things to escape from a life that does not bring us joy. The trick is to find, in the present moment, the things that would bring us the most excitement, and then do whatever we can to follow that excitement, even in the smallest way. This causes a chain reaction that brings us more opportunities to do what we love to do. I think that the hardest time people have with following their joy is trying to make a living, and at the same time, trying to follow their joy. I have noticed that one of the very first things we fear is our financial concerns. That is why we should start off slowly, following the path little by little, and letting things build slowly. However, I will tell you this. Whenever I followed my joy, it always turned out to be the most financial rewarding thing at the end. When you follow your true joy, wherever that leads you, and even if it changes from time to time, then the details will work themselves out on their own. If you try to work out all the details, and debate them to death, you will go insane before you find the right answer. But if you just follow your joy, and what brings you excitement, then you will end up doing what is best for you and everyone else. Whatever we desire is waiting for us to claim it. You have already learned you do not have to know the details, or how to do anything. All you have to do is focus on what you want. I can't take away your fears and doubts, no matter how many pages I write. You will just need to trust yourself and the power within you, and know it will all work out. The greatest obstacle to happiness is not living in the present moment, and not following your joy. The solution is to do just the opposite. If you find yourself focusing on the past or the future, remind yourself that the present moment is all there is, and then surrender to what is, and see how life suddenly starts working for you. If you put the same amount of effort into finding what gives you joy as you put into going to work at a job you dislike, you will end up with results that will make you think, why did I wait so long to do this? One final thought. I have come to understand that when we enter this world we all do so with 2 wings. One is the wing of infinite power. This is your connection with the universe. And whether you know it or not, that wing is flapping by your side, supporting you 24 hours a day, 365 days a year from now to eternity. The other wing is that which you have consciously activated. This is the wing of self-action. This wing has to fly equally as hard as the wing of infinite power. When it does, you will have flight into the world of unlimited possibilities, where anything and everything is possible for you. Then and only then will you understand how truly powerful you are, and that you have all it takes within you to create what you desire. So follow your joy, whatever it may be, in whatever form it may come. Let it come forth as it may, to be as it may. Let your joy, excitement and uncensored creativity carve you into the image of the Creator. For the crevices and lines on our faces show not our age, but how much we have dared to be true to ourselves. Allow yourself to take the next step right now. A step that goes beyond positive thinking. Formally Advanced Formula for Total Success. http www.robertanthony.com. Revised edition. Copyright 2005. Morgan James Publishing Standard. 209-page paperback copy can be purchased from http www.amazon.com. The author and publisher respectfully acknowledge that this book is copyrighted. No part of this publication may be reproduced in any form by photostat, microfilm, xerography, or any other means which are known, or to be invented or incorporated into any information retrieval system, electronic or manual, without the written permission of the copyright holder. This publication is distributed with the expressed and applied understanding that the author and publisher are not engaged in rendering legal, psychological or other professional advice. If legal, psychological or other professional advice or other expert assistance is required, the services of a competent professional should be sought. Neither the author nor publisher makes any representation or warranty of any kind with regard to the information contained in the book. No liability shall be accepted for any actions caused by or alleged to be caused, directly or indirectly, from using the information contained in this book. Beyond Positive Thinking contents: positive thinking, negative thinking. Write 1. Thinking 2. The truth about you. 3. What are you telling yourself? 4. Believing is seeing. 5. Write your own script. 6. Program your mind for the best. 7. Techniques for imprinting. 8. Achieving your financial desires. 9. 5 words that create results. 10. Who or what is stopping you? 11. Give up hope and take action. 12. The greatest obstacle to happiness and how you can overcome it. Introduction by Dr. Joe Vitale. About 15 years ago I used to study the books by Dr. Robert Anthony. I thought they were works of genius. They had helped me more than anything else I had read or done at that time in my life. I still regard his book, The Advanced Formula for Total Success, as a masterpiece. But what really influenced me was a set of tapes called Beyond Positive Thinking. They were written and recorded by Dr. Robert Anthony. I remember listening to them and discussing the concepts in them with friends of mine. We all marveled at what we were learning. This material truly revealed the secrets of the universe. But life went on, and I lost track of the books, the tapes, and Dr. Robert Anthony. I moved a few times, went through a divorce, wrote books of my own, recorded material of my own, and went on my way to create my own success in the world. I had pretty much forgotten Robert Anthony, but never forgot what I had learned from him. Studying his work installed in me the mindset for success that helped me become the person I am today. Then one day something shocking happened to me. I opened my email and there was a message from someone calling himself Dr. Robert Anthony. I couldn't believe it. I thought he had died. As it turned out, he was alive and well and now living in Australia. He wrote to tell me that he was a great admirer of my best-selling book, Spiritual Marketing. You can imagine how shocked I was to hear all this. The man I had studied 15 years ago is now in my life telling me he loved my books. Not only that, but he wanted to co-author a book with me. Wow! And we did just that. We released the e-book, Spiritual Marketing in Action, but all of that isn't the juicy part of this story. After hearing from Dr. Anthony, co-authoring a book with him, and meeting him, he then proceeded to stun me even further. He told me that his book, that I loved so much, The Advanced Formula for Total Success, was actually based on his famous tape set, Beyond Positive Thinking. He then told me the book and the tapes were out of print. However, he was working on updating all the material and wanted to republish the book and record the newly updated version of Beyond Positive Thinking. Then he asked me if I would be interested in recording it. Can you believe it? Life is a series of miracles. So here I am, Joe Vitale, the person who has had the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to record the best self-help wisdom of all time. This is the material that people loved so much that they would buy multiple copies and give them to their family and friends. This is the material that changed my life. This is truly the holy grail of self-improvement. I hope you will gain as much from it as I have. Dr. Joe Vitale, welcome. You are about to partake on a journey that could profoundly change your life. In this book I will offer you a no-nonsense, practical way to create anything you desire. Everything you are about to learn is based on proven psychological and metaphysical techniques and timeless principles for success. Do these techniques and principles really work? I respect your intelligence more than just to tell you that they work, and then expect you to believe me. The only proof that these techniques and principles work is the results you will experience if you use them. I can tell you about them, but nothing will be as convincing as using them and seeing your own results. We have all purchased self-help books, audio programs, and taken seminars that were supposed to improve our performance and change our lives. After completing them, we were highly motivated and even made temporary changes, only to find that within a few days or a few weeks we were right back to where we were before. Why? Because they did not show us how to make permanent and lasting changes. The solutions are often like putting frosting on a burnt cake. No matter how good the frosting looks, we have to deal with what's underneath the frosting. The frosting is positive thinking, and the cake is our unworkable beliefs that keep us from producing positive results. This book is about producing positive results. It's about taking our ideas and dreams and turning them into reality. If you are looking for an inspirational book with light doses of positive thinking, laced with colorful case histories that take up valuable time and space, this is not the book for you. However, if you are looking for a no-nonsense methodology that goes beyond positive thinking, then this book will be of great value to you. You have in your hands a proven formula for success that will enable you to go beyond positive thinking to produce the results you desire.